Can I ask you specifically, have you or any of the members of the Federation that you know of ever turned someone away because they were trans?
I think Karen's given an instance, but I haven't been aware of that myself.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, it was a staff member. It was. Yes, no, I haven't. So no, is the answer to
and
that.
I guess the person was disciplined because they were sexually harassing.
Okay, Diana,
Yeah.
do you want to pick that up?
We've gone back through, obviously as a small charity we don't keep such detailed notes, but we've spoken to ex-members of staff, current members of staff who've been there for a long time. We've never had an incident where we needed to turn someone away because they're transgender. Sometimes you turn people away because they don't either fit in with the service that you're giving, or because you feel that there's something not right. You know, they don't pass through the policy and the protection systems.
Okay, but going back to the point, have you had any complaints from those seeking support from your service, and have you or any of the members of your
we've
team,
not,
you've
no.
never turned anyone away? Okay.
No.
Karen, would you like to pick this up?
Yeah, it's slightly a different example, but I think it sort of it also illustrates how complex the issue is. A woman contacted Naya because her abusive partner, and he was abusive anyway, was using transition as a control and abuse strategy as she was trying to leave him. 3 other organisations had told this woman that she had to respect the partner that she was trying to separate from his choice. What they didn't consider was that this man might be using transition as a coercive control strategy. And when we asked further questions, it was clear that that's what was going on. So what we got there is a woman who was turned away from 3 women's organisations, or not turned away, but it was made clear to her that they didn't understand her situation, and so she came to Naya. She wasn't in our service areas, she wasn't anywhere that we were funded to provide services for, but she didn't think there was no other organisation that she could turn to, and she knew that Naya, we publicly...
But can I bring you back to the specific question, if that's okay? That's an absolute valid example if you have had that experience in your service. But specifically, have you had any problems or complaints about your approach and practice, and have you ever, or has a member of your team ever had to personally turn away someone because they were trans?
We've turned trans people away for reasons other than because they're trans from the refuge, and we have worked with trans people in community services.
So can I drill in on that then? So specifically, was the decision making in any way different to a decision to turn away for another reason, such as their behaviour in those instances? And did you make reference to the Equality Act when making your decision, and did that help?
We didn't need to.
You didn't need to. Okay. So have any of
the
the
services... But we would have with the refuge. We
but you haven't had to, is the point. Okay.